A lot will be happening in Bushkill, Pennsylvania at Poconos Park. There's going to be a car show, a music gear market, a battle of the bands, and of course, a bunch of great live music. Berzerkus Fest is looking to deliver a straight-up rock and roll circus. Is the Zakk Wylde Festival really the pinnacle for metal? This event has that Zakk Wylde stamp all over it, with the Viking element present in its mighty glory. And there's a lot more going on too, but we'll get to all that in a second. And yes, this is scheduled as a one-day event kind of thing. The gates to the Berzerkus Festival area open at 1 p.m. with a craft beer festival of 3 hours, where 2 cover bands will be shredding, playing Led Zeppelin and Van Halen. The event will close at 11 p.m., but we're talking about legendary cover bands in their own right. Zoso is a band that's been covering Led Zeppelin for over 29 years, with over 4,500 shows played total. The Chicago Sun-Times called them the closest to the original of any Led Zeppelin tribute, and the St. Petersburg Times magazine is quoted naming them the most exacting of all of the Led Zeppelin tributes, so they're definitely not amateurs. On the Van Halen side, the Atomic Punks will be playing during this rock and roll circus extravaganza, hopefully and assumingly playing the essentials. And a fun fact, they come with the highest praise, like David Lee Roth, who said they are the best tribute to Van Halen ever. And bassist Michael Anthony, whom they shared the stage with once, and said, "I feel like I'm back in 1982 performing with the old band." The event, of course, will have live performances. This roster is to include Black Label Society, Cody Jinks, Clutch, Rival Sons, Blackstone Cherry, and the Iron Maidens. Only one date has been scheduled so far, on September 14th, just before the fall begins. Check the description below if you want more information. Now, for those of you who've been following Zakk over the years, you know he's got his own unique style, his own guitar company, and he's been with Ozzy Osbourne since 1987. The guy is a legend, right? Alright, so at this year's festival, the activities for Berzerkus will be a car showcase of restored classics, ranging from American muscle cars to some crazy custom builds, and some cars that were used in movies. A music lover's gear market for all the music nerds. You'll be able to buy gear from various shops, so if you're lucky, you should be able to get some variety. There's going to be a show-off competition for the strongest man in the park. And you probably know that Zakk is in a band called Zakk Sabbath. Well, this year's event, Berzerkus, will host its own Battle of the Bands. You can still sign up for it, and the winning band will take home a prize package of music gear, a recording session with Grammy-nominated mix engineer and producer Dan Malsh, and more. For the ladies, Berzerkus will host its first ever Miss Berzerkus. So, be ready to show off your assets and rock and roll spirit, because only one lady of rock can be crowned Miss Berzerkus. And you can also even get hitched at Berzerkus. Yep, you can have a rock and roll ordained minister bring you up on the festival stage to say your vows and tie the knot in front of the crowd, which includes a meet and greet with Zakk Wylde, as well as a VIP dinner event at the Lake House in Poconos Park. And finally, for those with a motorcycle, they're doing a Ride for Dime event, which is a charity ride to celebrate the life and legacy of Pantera's legendary guitarist, Dimebag Darrell, leaving from Pocono Mountain Harley-Davidson and rolling into the Big Rock Show in style on 2 wheels. You'll roll into the venue in style in a large group of motorcycles to an exclusive Ride for Dime parking section just for the ride participants. Zakk Wylde is known for delivering shredding virtuosity on stage. Whether it's about Black Sabbath, Pantera, or his band, Black Label Society, he gives the crowd what they want, an intense heavy metal performance that you just can't miss.
Get your tickets and all info at Berzerkus.com. The utter, absolute, most insane circus in town. It's even maybe just the third most insane, utterly insane circus in town. At least you can tell people it was in the top 3. So come on down!
If you're a massive Zakk Wylde fan, then what the hell are you waiting for? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already with notifications for more awesome metal. Stay heavy.